What's up everybody, it's Sean here and I'm back today to give you guys a review of the New Balance 991 V2 Vintage Sport in this off-white colorway. This is a brand new colorway of the New Balance 991 V2, which recently dropped here in Canada a couple weeks back. Officially on the label they call this the 991 V2 Vintage Sport, but the official colorway for this shoe is off-white, Blanc de Blanc, and Savvy Red. And these retail for a price of $260 US or a hefty $340 here in Canada. So like any other New Balance 991 V2, these are made in New Balance's Flimby factory in England. And at first glance, this looks very similar to the Nimbus Cloud colorway, which also dropped earlier this year. But there are some subtle touches that make it stand out, make it a little bit more unique. So I want to pick these up, see these in real life, and judge which of the two I actually prefer. And before I forget, the official style code for this shoe is U991VS2. So jumping right into the details, starting things off with the toe box, this is covered in this white colored mesh. Right above this towards the laces, we have this reflective silver panel, and then overlaid on both sides of the toe box, we have this gray colored synthetic nubuck. Surrounding the front toe cap, we have a genuine suede which is done in this light gray color, and this same gray suede covers the mid panel of the shoe as well. The top two eyelets you'll notice are constructed out of a yellowed or cream colored TPU, and then stitched on top of the mid panel, we have the New Balance N logo, which is again done in this reflective 3M finish. Moving downwards, we have more of that gray colored suede, along with that same white colored mesh that we saw on the toe box. We have another gray suede panel which wraps around the heel. On the lateral side, we have this oval shaped cutout, revealing a reflective 3M layer with 991 branding embroidered across in blue. And then in the middle of the heel, we have this gray colored synthetic nubuck layer with V2 branding embroidered in red with a blue colored outline. And then on the very top of the heel, this is covered in another reflective 3M panel. For the laces, this pair comes with two different lace options. The standard lace that they come with is a flat style gray lace, but they also come with a white colored lace, which I think looks a little bit more clean, so I might permanently change the laces to the white one instead. Underneath this, the tongue is constructed out of that same white colored mesh that we saw on the body of the shoe. We have the synthetic gray nubuck layer on the top, with V2 branding in the middle, and New Balance 991 branding embroidered across the very top. So the back of the tongue and the interior of the shoe, this is actually pretty unique as it's lined in what feels like a terry cloth material. And then for the insoles, this is your standard New Balance insole, nothing too special here. However, we have New Balance running branding stamped onto the heel in black. So the upper of the 991 sits atop this chunky midsole, which is crafted primarily out of New Balance's fuel cell foam technology. We also have New Balance's NCAP technology, which is a dual density foam setup consisting of a softer EVA core surrounded by a stiffer polyurethane rim. And we also have New Balance's Absorb SBS technology. These are these colored pods that you see both on the lateral forefoot as well as the heel. And above this, hugging the bottom of the heel, we also have a cream colored TPU heel clip, which gives you additional structure and support around the back end of the sneaker. Finally, for the bottom of the shoe, we have a gum rubber outsole, which I think looks really nice. And this blue wavy line cutting across the middle, this is exposed fuel cell foam. So that breaks down the look and the construction of this pair. And in terms of sizing, these fit like any other New Balance 991 V2. I personally prefer to stick true to size. My foot measures as a true size 10, slightly on the wider side. I got these in a size 10. They fit me really well, not too snug, not too loose. So to give you guys a point of comparison, I usually go with a size 10 as well in other silhouettes like the 991 V1, the 2002R, 1906R, 860 V2, and the 1500, whereas I go down a half size to a 9.5 in a lot of made in USA models like the 990 V3, V4, V5, V6, the 992, and the 993. So if you have a normal or a wider foot, I feel like true to size is definitely the way to go. Maybe if you have a very narrow foot and you like a snug 1-to-1 fit, you could go half size down, but for the majority of people out there, just go true to size and you should be okay. Moving on to the comfort, so the 991 V2 is a very comfortable sneaker. It strikes a good balance of softness, so you can feel quite a bit of that bounciness and plushness underfoot, especially underneath the heel, but it feels very well contained. I suppose that's because they utilize both fuel cell in addition to NCAP, which gives you a little bit more of that support. so it doesn't feel like your feet are sinking into the shoe. It's not wobbly and unstable. And I know a lot of people I've read on Reddit, for example, they swear by the 991 V2. It's their footwear of choice when it comes to a shoe that you have to wear for long hours, as it's going to give you a lot of support while still feeling very comfortable. Finally, in terms of the quality and craftsmanship, so first off, material quality I was very pleased with. This is your typical made in England New Balance quality, so we have some genuine suedes, and yes, it is mixed with some synthetic layers, but the genuine materials that we get definitely are high quality. And the overall build of the shoe was solid, the shape of the shoe looked amazing. There were some minor issues with some long threads and some dried glue I had to peel off myself, but nothing really major, no real structural issues with this shoe, so I really had no complaints with these in hand. So with all that out of the way now, let me toss these on feet, I'll lace them up and I'll show you guys how these look. All in all, this is a great, very wearable colorway of the very comfortable 991 V2 model. In some ways, it kind of reminds me of like an Adidas NMD with these colored pods. But I think my favorite part about this shoe is the gum rubber outsole, which kind of sets it apart compared to the Nimbus Cloud 991 V2. It's really hard to choose between this one and that one. They're both so wearable, very, very clean colorways. I guess it comes down to personal preference. If you like a little bit splash of color on your shoe, then go for this one. But if you like something that's a true neutral shoe, then go for the Nimbus Cloud. So leave your thoughts down below. Let me know, what do you guys think about this vintage sport New Balance 991 V2 in this off-white color? I know the retail price on this shoe is extremely high. That's kind of expected given this is a made in England New Balance sneaker, but I think you get what you pay for when it comes to the comfort and definitely the material quality as well. So leave your thoughts down below. Let me know, is this a shoe you think you'd pick up? Are you waiting for these to potentially go on sale down the road? Or is it not really your thing and it's too expensive and it's a pass for you? As usual, if you guys enjoyed this review, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. You can follow me on Instagram at sgo8. Check me out on X at sean.go spelled out, and visit my website at seango.ca. So thank you everyone for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoy this review, and I'll catch all of you in my next video.